Hello, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and I am looking at Psalm 102. We are praying through the Psalms. Listen to what the psalmist says here, and it's the prayer of an afflicted man. He says, "Hear my cry, O Lord, let my cry come before you. Do not hold your face from me, for I am in distress. Turn your ear to me when I call. Answer me quickly." So he's looking for some immediate relief from where he finds himself. Now, this is what he's like. He says, "For my days vanish like smoke, and my bones burn, of course, like glowing embers. My heart is blighted, and withered like glass. I forget to eat my food." This is serious stuff. "Because my loud groaning, I'm reduced to skin and bones." He is definitely in a place of affliction. He says, "I'm like a desert owl, like an owl among the ruins. I lie awake and I become like a bird alone on a roof." He says, "Lord, I'm feeling kind of lonely right now. All day long, my enemies taunt me." He says, "And those who rail against me use my name as a curse." So he has become a byword and a curse word and a slander. He says, "I eat ashes for my food and mingle my drink with tears. Because of your great wrath," he says, "Lord, for you have taken me up and thrown me aside. My days are like the evening shadow, and I wither like grass." So here he is. He's feeling under this chastisement. He's not exactly sure what is going on. But you, O Lord, this is where he begins to get some hope. He's relieved himself in area of prayer. He's talked to the Lord about it. But he says, "But you, O Lord, are throned in forever. You are renowned, your renown endures to all generation. You arise and have compassion on Zion, for it is time to show favor to her, and the appointed time has come." He says, "Lord, we're looking for your answer, and we're looking for it in the proper time." Then he goes on to say, "For her stones are dear to your servants, and her dust moves them to pity. Nations will fear the name of your servants and the name of the Lord, and all the kings of the earth will revere your glory." He says, "Lord, you are God, and all nations will one day revere you." Then he goes on to say this, "For the Lord will again rebuild Zion and appear for her glory." So he's looking forward to the rebuilding and the reestablishment of God in his life and also in his situation. And then he goes on to say this, "The Lord will respond to the prayer of the destitute. He will not despise their plea. The Lord is the father to the fatherless, and he's also the husband to the widow. Let it be throughout this generation, and the people who have not created will praise you." He says, not only this generation, but the next generation that's going to fall. "The Lord will look down from his sanctuary and high, from heaven. He will view from earth to hear the groans of the prisoners and to release those condemned to death." He came to set the captive free. So let the name of the Lord be declared in Zion, and his praise in Jerusalem, when the peoples and the kingdoms assemble to worship the Lord. He's talking about the future and also on us that we should do that as well. "In the course of my life, he broke my strength. He cut short my days. So I said, do not take me away, O my God, in the midst of my days. Your years go on for all generations." He's basically saying, "Lord, I feel like I'm at the end, but I still believe that you have a generation that's going to follow me. In the beginning, you laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but while you remain, they will all wear out like a garment. Like clothing, you will change them, and they will be discarded." He's basically saying that the heavens are the work of him, and one day they're going to pass away. There's going to be a new heaven and new earth. But you remain the same, and your years will never end. Isn't that great to know that God is eternal, and he's the same yesterday, today, and forever? "The children of your servants will live in your presence, and their descendants will be established before you." Isn't that great? That not only in this generation, but the generations to follow, God is going to move. Isn't that wonderful? Well, we've been praying through the Psalms. My name is Robert Dean Steele, and that was Psalm 102.